If you like us, you probably use the wireless chargers inside the Tesla every time you get in the car. But the problem with this, for those of you that use apps like Waze, is you can't really see the screen on your phone, nor would it be safe to look down anyway. So what if you want to easily charge your phone while you're driving and safely have your phone within your line of sight? Well, here's a product that's just been launched in the right-hand drive market that's perfectly designed for the Model 3 and Model Y. One thing about a lot of Tesla accessories is they often look great, but you have to literally take apart your car in order to install them. That's certainly not something I'm interested in doing, and I don't think Tesla would want people doing this either. So let me show you just how easy it is to install the MagBak charger. MagBak charger. The first thing you want to do is just get a feel for where the charger is going to be placed in that top right corner. They also do sell a left-hand side version if you prefer that. You can straight away start to see just how well these materials match in with the interior of the car. Then you can go ahead and grab one of the alcohol wipes and just clean the back corner of the display. This is going to help that 3M adhesive stick to it. And once that's dry, you can go ahead and remove that red backing, place the charger nice and snug into that corner and just firmly hold it in place for about 10 seconds. Then you're going to wait at least 5 minutes before placing your phone on there just to give it a chance to set. And while you're waiting, you can go ahead and start to do some of the cabling. So get the kinks out, then literally just start tucking it into that seam that you're seeing here, which is going to hide the cable. This was a little bit harder than I expected, but once you get the hang of it, pushing it in with your fingers nice and firm, you'll see that it's starting to just hold in place. And then we're going to come up just near the seatbelt and tuck into that center console. We then have a nice little DC connector that plugs in with a USB-C port on the other side, and then that armrest just closes up as it normally would. Okay, so first time placing it on the charger after waiting the 5 minutes, and it's charging. How good's that? Now, it's worth noting that this charger works best with one of those specially designed MagBak cases. It also should work well with any MagSafe compatible case, so like an Apple case, for example. I wouldn't recommend using this charger though without a case on your iPhone because you'll end up scratching the glass and the screen on the actual Tesla. And then this is the view I get while the phone is mounted in landscape mode. This is going to be epic. I think possibly one of the best things about this is that Face ID just works every time for you. And so when you are wanting to bring up a podcast or something to listen to in the car without using the touchscreen, you can just easily use your phone. So what about some of the downsides when it comes to this product? And there are just a few that's worth pointing out. I'm also filming this on the mount using my front-facing camera on my iPhone, so it's cool to see that the angle is quite perfect for filming YouTube videos. But the first downside that I'd point out is this is probably not a mount that's suitable for Uber drivers or anyone that's like using their mount for business, because accessing the phone on that left-hand side is a little bit awkward if you're using it frequently because it is tucked behind the steering wheel and it's near the indicator stalk. So I think if you're an Uber driver or something like that, you're probably going to be better off to get a mount that's on the right-hand side where you can use your right hand and you have easy access to the screen all the time. But for most people, this mount is perfect in the sense that it's within your line of sight and you don't really need to touch your screen, and you shouldn't be touching your screen while you're driving. So yeah, I think that for most people, the location of this mount is actually perfect. The second downside is that whilst I'm filming this video in landscape mode, it actually is not really suitable for anyone that wants to have their phone in landscape mode while you're driving. So if you want your maps in landscape view, it actually blocks the speed on the screen. You couldn't drive the car with the phone in landscape mode, but it is good for when you're parked and you want to bring up a YouTube video without going through the Tesla screen, or you want to film a video like this. It's nice to have that option. But yeah, just keep in mind, if you're a landscape user for Google Maps and Waze and all that sort of thing, then this mount is probably not going to be right for you. And then the third downside would just be that it does take up a little bit of space within that center console, because you've got the cable coming in from the right-hand side, and it just makes using this space a little bit more challenging. So we used to put like Paige's bag in there and like big drink bottles, but now we're finding that with this charger, we're not using that space as much as we used to. So something to keep in mind. And then when it comes to the positives, well, by far the best thing about this mount is that it works with Face ID every single time you're using it. That's a massive bonus. It's also perfect for FaceTime calls and video calls. It's just in the perfect placement. As you can tell, you can see me perfectly. But if I switch to vertical, and then this is the view you get with vertical. So yeah, it's pretty good. The other thing is there's not really any cables. Like, it's pretty well hidden, and that obviously plays into how easy it is to install as well. So it's like 10 out of 10 for that, because the actual design of the product really fits in with the interior of the car. It almost looks like Tesla kind of bolted it onto the side of the display. And then, yeah, you're not really seeing any cables apart from a few little spots here and there. So that's a massive bonus. And then the other bonus, apart from it just being a really high quality feeling product, is that it's actually going to charge your phone faster than the wireless charger, because you are connected in through with the cable. So there has been a few occasions where I've popped my phone on this charger and noticed how much quicker it is charging my phone. So if you're someone that depletes the battery in your phone on a regular basis and you're finding that the wireless chargers are not actually giving you enough charge, if you've got like a short drive to work or something, this is good to keep in mind, that this is actually charging your phone a lot quicker. But anyway, massive thank you to MagBak for sending me this charger. I've been super happy to review this, and I know that I can like gladly recommend it to anyone if you feel that this is something that suits you. I do have a discount code. I'll link that below. This is a pricier type of charger, so depending on if you're in the US or Australia, jump onto the website and it'll give you the price and you can add in that discount code. But anyway, hope you found this video useful, and I'll catch you soon in another one. Thanks for watching.